Hi traders, thanks for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. This is Taylor and we're going to take a look at a bunch of charts here, and I'm going to give my analysis and my thought process, and you're going to walk away from this video with some profitable trade ideas based off of this free analysis video we're about to give you right now. But first, if you're not already a member at thetradinganalyst.com, give us a visit on the homepage of the website and get to know us a little bit better. If you like these free videos and analysis we give to you on a daily basis, it's really nothing in comparison to the membership you get once you sign up and join the premium membership. Once you sign up and join the premium membership, you're going to get instant access to the profitable trade alerts that our current members are getting and loving on a daily basis. It's a great opportunity, and we'd love to help you start making winning trades in the market. Alright, so let's take a look at these charts here. What I want to point out here on ACIA is that we did not bounce where we needed to on this stock. So we should have bounced right here at this trend line. Anyone can draw lines randomly on the chart. What matters is where did the stock react to those lines. And you can clearly see that ACIA is reacting to this trend line. It started here, there's a bounce, there's a bounce, there's a bounce, here's a bounce, and here we are kind of puttering with it, and then we ended up breaking below that yesterday, and now we're breaking below it even more. So I think that this stock is going to head lower. Minimum very conservative target 44.50, that's the first target, and then I think it can head down to about 42.30. So 42.30 and also 44.50. Those are the two mini targets here on ACIA that I'm going to be looking for. You can see we're below the 50-day moving average, which is that red line. You can see MACD trending down, heading below the signal line. We've got RSI back below the 50 line as well. So nothing really, positive to say about ACIA. It's got a lot of work to do before we can turn back bullish on this stock again. So the next one we're going to take a look at is GoPro. And GoPro is another one. If you've been following along in these videos, you know that we like GoPro for a short. And just to review really quickly why we like GoPro for a short, you can clearly see there's resistance there, here, and here, and then we broke over that resistance right here. Here we're holding above it, and then we violently broke back below it. Okay, that's not what you want to see on a resistance level. If you want to see a breakout on a stock, then you want to see a hold over that level. You don't want to see it come back below that level, because if it comes back below this level after getting over that level, then that's considered a false breakout, which leads to swift moves to the downside. And as you can see, that worked perfectly. So congrats if you've been following along. We hit our minimum target here, the gap fill right here from this day right here. That's the minimum target. It could head lower, but to me, the place to initiate shorts is not down here. It had already passed up here, which if you have been following along in the videos, we would have been doing really nicely. But as far as right now, to me, not saying that GoPro is a long, but the risk versus reward on the short side is getting slimmer. So now that we played GoPro to the short side, we can start looking for some longs, and I think that a really good place for some GoPro longs is down here. You can see that it was clearly support. We got a bounce a couple times here, and it was previous resistance here. So anywhere between about $8.65 to $8. We also have this uptrend that we can use as a support as well. It started back here, and you can see it got a bounce there several times here. So I really like GoPro for a bounce once we get down to these price points near about $8.65, even all the way down to 805. So the next one we're going to touch on is Twitter. And Twitter, we've liked Twitter for quite some time, so congrats if you've been following along. Just to go over why we like it for a long, you can clearly see it's trending up right here. Here's a low, here's a higher low, here's a higher low. We broke over this horizontal resistance. You can clearly see its resistance from this day or this week right there. We came into it right here, and then we finally broke over it right here, and you can clearly see it reacted to that level today and yesterday. Yesterday's low tapped it, and then today we went a little bit below it with today's low, but ended up closing right at it with a doji or spinning top, whichever you prefer. So we also have this trend line here that we bounced off of today. To me, I think today was a nice long entry. I think we're going to get a bounce somewhere around here, and minimum target is going to be up here near about $20 on Twitter. Next one is Priceline. Priceline still just giving a nice bounce off of this support. You can see it was previous resistance right there. Right here was resistance, and then you can clearly see this day is reacting as support, and then we've got 3 days reacting to the support level right there. So I still like Priceline for a long here. We've got earnings coming up pretty soon here, and to me all bets are off for earnings. If I had to play it personally, I'd probably play it for some upside, just because, you know, we had this big gap down here on earnings, and then it was on heavy volume right there, but right here we're trading above that price point right now. To me, you know, I'm leaning slightly more bullish than bearish for earnings, but honestly, I'm not personally playing it. I don't see, I'm not too confident as far as earnings is concerned, but until then, we can keep using this 1908 support and see if we can get some kind of a move so we can profit before earnings actually is released. The next one is Amazon. And Amazon, again, we're holding above this resistance here at about $1,000. You can see we're bouncing off of it really nicely. I'm still targeting 1,020 as far as breaking over 1,020. To me, I just want to see how it reacts to this level. If we see it break over it, okay, we can look for a breakout. But right now, we're still below that level. And remember, just like Priceline had broken over that big gap down on big volume right here that it had previously, and I'm talking about Priceline. I'll just go back to Priceline. See how this was a big gap down on big volume on earnings, and we're over that price point right there. All right, we're into the gap. But if you look at Amazon, Amazon last earnings gap down big right here on this day, all right, Friday, July 28th, on huge volume right there. Following day, huge volume, red day right there. And all this time, we haven't been able to break back over that point. So to me, if we don't break over that point, 1020 at least, before earnings, to me, and earnings are coming up here, I think it's either later this week or next week. I'll have to check after I make this video, but it's coming up. But if we don't get over this price point before earnings, to me, you know, I'd be leaning for more downside after earnings, just because we weren't able to break over that price point before earnings. So that's what I'm kind of looking for and looking at for Amazon. The next one is Google, and Google really bullish here over this resistance right here. There's that resistance. You can clearly see it, and you can clearly see it reacted to it right here. So this is a very clean and clean level that we're seeing here, and you can clearly see it reacting there to it before eventually breaking over it on Friday of last week. And then yesterday we bounced off of it nicely. Today holding that level as well. So I think Google is going to head higher from here, just based off of the the fact that we're over this resistance right now. You don't want to see Google break back below this resistance, and it's about 1004. So if we break back below 1004, to me that's not going to be a great sign, and that's kind of the trailing stop that I would personally use, because then it would look like a false breakout. But as it stands right now, we're above this level and it's very bullish, and I'm expecting new highs in the near term. So thank you for stopping by and watching the video, everyone. Again, if you're not already a member at thetradinganalyst.com, visit us on the homepage, get to know us better, and then sign up and join the premium membership. As soon as you sign up and join the premium membership, you're going to get instant access to the profitable trade alerts that our current members are getting and loving on a daily and weekly basis. It's a great opportunity, and we'd love to help you start making winning trades in the market.